Hey buddy. Have a seat. Is everybody gone?
Yes. My hot Hispanic secretary just blew me, and then I sent her home in a company car.
You're a damn lucky bastard. Since my secretary got married, she looks like a wild boar. I think it might be time for me to kick her to the curb.
I feel you, bro. I think I'm getting tired of mine too. Her days are numbered. Also, she has been confusing my wife with my girlfriend when they call. I'm afraid she's gonna say something stupid.
Sounds like she requires tighter regulation. That's too bad. She has a great ass. Let me know when you need to issue her walking papers. Maybe she needs a consultation.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I'll keep you on speed dial. There's plenty more ass where that came from. I get more ass than an astronaut.
I feel you, my dude. Thank God for that. The Lord's work is not easy.
Yeah man, I got bills to pay. My oldest daughter just started a semester abroad in Timbuktu, and my ex-wife is constantly on my ass to pay for everything. My pain-in-the-butt girlfriend doesn't shut up either. I just joined a new country club, and they want a $700,000 membership fee, plus I need to post a $2 million bond. My son's fucking karate instructor gets $150 an hour for his beginner lessons, and my mother's nursing home, assisted living community, is bleeding my ass dry. Thank God my ex-wife's parents are dead, so I don't have to pay for their asses too. She thinks I'm made of money.
I feel your pain, my dude. I just paid a bill for 3 entire sides of hand-caressed Kobe beef, raised by Japanese samurai midgets. It cost me 200 Gs. Then I needed to install a new walk-in Sub-Zero Frigidaire underneath my 12th century cedar cigar humidor out in my Hamptons beach house. I dropped 35 grand at strip clubs this month. These bitches are not cheap.
This is bullshit. I can't believe I am managing a $5 billion pension fund for a bunch of dumbass teachers, cops, firemen, and DMV employees, and I am living like a bum.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. The union representatives are always up my ass. I had to give their lawyer 10 Gs today to shut them up for a few months. They are beginning to ask why they heard on TV that their pension funds are underfunded by over $100 billion.
What did you tell those maggots?
I haven't answered their calls for a few weeks. I will just send their skinny broke asses an email next week and tell them that the issue of underfunding has nothing to do with me or our firm, and they should bring that up at the next town hall meeting.
So how can we maximize our profits with the remaining cash that the government hasn't already stole from them?
Do you remember Rob Fleecenshits from JP Morgan?
Yes, Rob and I went to Duke together. Fleecenshits is the man. Fucking Fleecenshits always has great ideas. I remember me and Fleecenshits drugged 3 North Carolina Tar Heel cheerleaders and took them back to our fraternity house, and the whole fraternity gang banged them out in the middle of Tobacco Road.
Yeah, Fleecenshits is the man. College was jolly fun. We used to bang lots of unconscious women at Harvard too. Those were the days. Now I only get to bang my wife when she's awake, and I hate when she looks at me. Bugs the crap out of me. Now, my girlfriend said she was gonna call the cops next time I tried to drug her or her friends.
These bitches are never happy.
I hear you, bro.
So what does Fleecenshits have for us?
He said if we shift all our investors' money into mortgage-backed securities and collateralized debt obligations, we can make a much larger spread on our fixed annuity funds. We can double our fees without doing any more work.
Fleecenshits is the man. But are these derivatives safe? Are they AAA? These greedy-ass pensioners don't wanna take any risk.
Don't worry, bro. I got you. They're all insured by the Federal Reserve, Fannie Mae, and Freddie Mac.
What kind of insane pirate insures these high-risk non-performing fraudulent derivatives as AAA?
Everyone is doing it. It's called a credit default swap. They pay off the ratings agencies like Moody's to give these bogus derivatives AAA ratings, and then the American sheeple, I mean taxpayers, are on the hook for the losses. All the while they collect fees from the firms which securitize the loans. A credit default swap is kind of like collecting an insurance premium without really ever having to worry about covering the losses. It simply translates into more fees for the good guys.
So we collect additional fees from investing the pensions, or should I say, what is left of them, for these cops, teachers and dumbass firemen's pensions and these AAA-rated, higher-yielding derivatives. That means more money for our team.
Yes, sir.
Fliesenschitz is a fucking genius. And is the Federal Reserve, Fannie Mae, and Freddie Mac the only ones insuring these derivatives?
Nope.
So who else insures these derivatives?
Well, actually, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac insure the original mortgages, which are then bundled and securitized. For big fees, of course. Then the trusts which securitize these mortgages charge huge fees and then give them to banks like J.P. Morgan, Bank of America, the Goldman Sachs, and Wells Fargo. They also charge big fees before Fliesenschitz sells them to us. Then we charge our fees. It's a beautiful thing.
Okay, but who else insures these derivatives?
Like I said, everyone is doing it. J.P. Morgan and the Goldman Sachs usually separate the better performing derivatives and then they do credit default swaps on the rest, collecting more fees. Coming and going. Then other big banks like Wells and Citibank also do the same. They all collect big fees. That's how we pay ourselves billions in bonuses every year.
And who else?
Well, AIG is also involved in credit default swaps and insuring these derivatives.
I see. Do any of these firms have the assets to cover the losses if and when these derivatives stop performing?
Hell no. Not a fucking chance.
So how do they pay out the insurance claims? Aren't we talking trillions in liability?
Yes, hundreds of trillions is a conservative estimate. Then they dump the most toxic sludge onto the Federal Reserve's balance sheet. So the Federal Reserve can get the public to eat the losses.
Do they charge fees to the Fed for transferring trillions in toxic sludge to the Fed's balance sheet?
Of course they do, my dude. They don't work for free.
What happens when the firms have to pay out these insurance claims and they don't have anywhere close to the assets to cover them? And how does the Federal Reserve cover the insurance claims from all the toxic crap they have on their balance sheet?
The answer to both of your questions is the same. The stupid sheep eat all the losses. The dumbed-down American public has no idea what's going on. They are too busy watching American Idol and Snooki on Jersey Shore. They are more concerned with who watches Fox News versus who watches MSNBC and who likes Sarah Palin and who likes Bill Clinton or President Peace Prize. They worried about the staged oil spills and radiation scares and fake staged threats from Muslim terrorists that don't exist. We just worry about our fees. The stupid sheeple can worry about their pensions or lack thereof. When the banks cannot cover their gambling losses, they can always put a gun to Congress's head and threaten to bring down the entire system. Then the stupid sheeple will just pay for another bailout. Or the Bernanke will just call for a third, fourth, and fifth round of quantitative easing.
So the American sheeple are basically insuring themselves, and everyone else the banks choose to sell toxic sludge.
Yes, until the music stops playing. And their elected officials tell the truth that all their money and all their savings are gone.
And when will the music stop playing? How long can we continue to collect our fees so I can continue paying for my hookers and blow?
I don't know. So far so good. We might as well keep getting it while the getting is good. Bernie Madoff ran his Ponzi scheme for more than 30 years before they staged his arrest and then told everyone their money is gone and he is going to jail. The The stupid sheeple believe everything they are told on the idiot box, I mean TV. I doubt this can go on much longer.
Yeah. They even believed the ridiculous story about his son, Mark, committing suicide. The sheeple have no clue as to what is really going on. But isn't time running out on all this money printing and massive bankster fraud? Won't the dollar collapse if the sheeple continue to bail out all the criminals to the tune of hundreds of trillions?
How is your daughter enjoying her semester abroad?
Oh, thank you for asking. She is having a great time. She is the love of my life.
That's great. I love my daughter too. With all of my heart.
And how is your son from your third wife?
He's the greatest. I am very proud of him. He was just given a 4-year academic scholarship to prep school after I built a brand new wing onto their School of Social Justice and Anglo-Cultural Development.
Sounds like he's a chip off the old block.
Yes, he is. In a few years he will be drugging and banging young college girls, just like his pops. He's been taught by the best.
Well, I guess we will just ride this wave of mortgage-backed securities/derivatives fraud and continue to collect our exorbitant fees as we do less work, until we can no longer maintain this charade. Maybe we can get into carbon trading? Jerry in accounting says that's the next multi-trillion-dollar scam coming down the pike. The sheeple think that carbon offsets help save the environment. They are clueless. It's too much for their little brains to grasp. The stupid sheeple won't know what hit him.